Good morning, Adam, Carl, everybody. There we go. Market's pushing down pretty hard. To get some snowball going there. Definitely move my stop up a smidge. Entry, my snowball, my add. Too deep. Add. 11,770. Up to 11,773. Ish. We're about halfway to target now, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's nearby. Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Not everybody can see, well, just TikTokers can't see our full screen here, but everybody on Twitch and YouTube and Twitter and Zoom and in our Discord, take a look at the right side of my screen, the bottom right side of my screen. I'm pulling up the daily view of the Qs. We are in the middle of Friday's big day, and we have all this resistance area that we blew through on Friday from prior weeks, these different peak points here. Those are going to act as support now, most likely. And so the bias is not really, there's no lows to attack. There's no proper liquidity down there. So the algos are going to be hunting for a high. So the most logical next high to attack are these ones on the Qs from September 2nd week. So that's, write these down. That's on the Qs. That's 291.30 all the way to 294. So if you can remember 294, we might be attacking 294 today if it's a very bullish day, or at least 291.30 to touch and reverse, and then maybe we'll do more on Tuesday, more damage on Tuesday. And if you look on the weekly chart, you can clearly see that. That's the next significant highs to go after. 294. So the bias is to the upside, but right now we're going to test some lows before expunging all the low liquidity and making that run. And then we're going to be seeking those highs. And I believe, and I could be wrong, but so far I'm on thesis all morning, that we're going to be moving down this morning all the way to London's lows, reversing back up. Semi-logical point in order to do that. And we're about 3/4 of the way there. So if you can't see on QQQ, whatever move this morning, it's been going down in the extended market. We're almost there. Once we do get down there, I'll be looking for a long. Yeah, Mike, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand why he's not getting that, but whatever. All right, so we've got 4 minutes until the market opens, and momentum wise, we're looking at FRGT, TBLT, PDSB. It's like COSM is back on the list. Pull up COSM. Bringing in some moved from 12 cents to 15 cents. Probably the best looking pre-market chart is ASTS, although it's kind of light on volume. The one that's the most liquid looks to be PDSB and FRGT, the ones at the top here of my screen. What program and broker should a UK noob be looking into? Uh, TradeOvate, but for trading the market. Any kind of noob should start trading the market in a simulator. So TradeOvate, it's free. You can do simulated trading for a couple months, you know, or actually losing money, which you will. I guarantee it. All right, we've got 3 minutes until the open. And I do believe we're going to be on a low seeking open here. And we might not really turn around until the top of the hour, until like 10 a.m. Maybe it'll be earlier. Maybe it'll be 9:50. Maybe it'll be later. Maybe it'll be 10:05, 10:10. But I'd be looking for that 10 o'clock bottom market. 2 minutes until the open. 140. Okay, awesome. Yeah. I'm looking forward to helping you out. Yeah. Whoa, look at that. We are absolutely looking to blast those lows from London. I'm even going to set my target a little bit lower. And I'm certainly going to set my stop tighter. The volatility of the open happens. 11,770. Okay. There's not much room to profit left, so I'm not going to snowball down there. Oops, I actually took off my stop. Let's get that stop down there. Oh, great. It just took me out. Fine. I'll just get back in. All right, here comes the open in 15 seconds. We are approaching final target. Go. I'm reversing to stop out. Yes. Oh, yes. How is this volatility going to play out here? Let's see. Target 11,740, 11,743. Maybe not, Chris. All right, let me take a look at the momentum movers for you. Well, my trades are playing out automatically. FRGT is fine. It could be potential. ASTS crapping out. PDSB not moving much at all. PBLT, I wouldn't trust that stock, but it is kind of looking good. Be careful. It looks like PSNY, RJ, continuing from Friday. Just went from 588 to 608. You might want to take a look at that, guys. Okay, we're ripping to the upside. Not sure how much I trust that move yet. Going to let that get put in a little bit. Don't really think we've hit the final lows on the market today yet. Did you get the Amazon short? You probably should hang on and wait for it to curve around a little bit. Yeah, that could have been max low, but I believe it has a little bit more in it. Happens here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, see what I tell you. Everybody who just went, oh, we're going up today, just got their hearts ripped out, their wallets ripped out. And we're not done yet. We need to get down below this blue line. That's London lows. Dwack is flying, says Todd. John White saying dwack, 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 dwack. Let's see. Let's go take a look. Okay. It moved from 26 to 27. That's their idea of dwack flying. I guess they've never seen dwack fly. I'd say dwack is waddling. Anyway, you got something going on here though. 26 to 27. You definitely want to pay attention to it. You want to see Dwack fly? I'll show you Dwack fly. You can go to my account and watch a replay of when Dwack flew. Let's be careful about how overly dramatic we frame some of this stuff. People are gonna, lose money. All right, we're pushing down a little more. We just made another lower low, and that's just going to keep continuing until we get down below London's lows. I'm going to put a buy order down there pretty low at 11,733. In case I miss it. But other than that, I'm going to manually get entry once we get down there. FRGT is working, says RJ. FRGT is moving. Nice smooth movement. It doesn't look parabolic, so I'm guessing HBT or HTB rather. None to borrow. Yeah. So there's no parabolic action going to go on there. So you need to play that out as a day swing style, not necessarily even momentum style. So that could take, all day. You've been in them. That could take all day to play out. We're getting some pullback on DWAC. If you wanted to get an entry on pullback, be watching it. All right. The market did just make a lower low and it touched London's lows, but it did not go lower. Here we go. All right. Actually, London's lows are moving now because London's session's still open. So we are at and under London's lows and looking for long entry for the rest of the day. The rest of the day is going to go up at some point. And I'm thinking that's going to be at the top of the hour around 10 a.m. So I will average into a long position here. There we go. I've got my first contract now. Long. And I'll stay in that for a while here. Well, assuming that completely sour. And I'm also looking for any kind of overall trend indication that we're flipping, like this one could be good. Draw this trend line here. Cut through that trend line, possibly we're flipping long. That can take a while, for RSI to turn around, turn the ship around a little bit. Sometimes not. Sometimes it cuts through that line and never comes back. Back bounces. It doesn't go below the line sometimes. We're in the high volume region of the market. This is one of the largest times of volume on the market all day. That's when London and US session overlap for an hour. FRGT continuing. It's at 58 cents. I don't know. Maybe RJ got a VWAP entry possibly at 45 if he was really getting sharky lately. I don't know. Otherwise, RJ got in at 50 cents. You just hit 2-1 already, so he did. He got in. Actually, he got in at the low on VWAP, I think, at 44 cents, 47 cents. Not too bad. Still somewhat proud of you. All right, there we go. We just crossed that trend line I was talking about. So now I'm going to be looking to snowball into a long here on some further confirmation. It definitely will take more on this pullback. Come on, give me one more push down. I'm not going to get it. There we go. All right, grabbing one more contract there. If it'll give it to me, there we go. And on my other system, as it curves back up, all right, I've doubled up long here. It feels early. You know, this should really happen in like 20 minutes. So we might not be done. This could be just a shoulder we're putting in. We could get a lower head going in next 10 minutes. Save some ammo. PDSB crapping out. ENSC, not worthwhile. TBLT, nah. DWAC, just holding 2670. It's at a 50% retrace at VWAP. I'd go for VWAP flush down entries on DWAC probably. I would not be looking for breakouts. I would go for pullbacks on DWAC. It doesn't seem to have the momentum to really give a shit. Like, do you really want to be chasing? Like, you don't need to. It's not doing it. You know, so I would be going for pullback entries on DWAC. AMC is halted. That's interesting. Is GME moving? Yeah, GME's kind of moving around too. It was 26. It's now 27. The AMC CEO is just on CNBC, and he was saying miraculous things. So I think a lot of people are trying to invest in AMC. Apes too, probably. And maybe that's why it halted. Actually, it halted down. Yeah, so I don't know what. There's a huge amount of volatility going on AMC, whether warranted or not. All right, looks like the market is starting to take off. So I'd be looking to get any kind of re-entries at about the 70% retrace because I'm already about 50% in. Almost back where I started. Which is fine. I want the best risk reward. Win or lose, you want the best risk reward for your entry. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, it could be because Trump's announcement tomorrow might be announcing tomorrow, and maybe DWAC will move on that. But you know, I thought he pulled out of DWAC, but it's possible that he won't go back to Twitter, and he'll go back to DWAC. I don't know. So there's some worthwhile speculation there. Never mind, Justin. AMC not halted, no volume. It was halted, I guess. And maybe there is no volume. I don't know. Yeah, DWAC's all the way back to 26.26. It did have kind of a flushy drop there. So that could have been a pullback, slight pullback entry on DWAC at 26.26. Ah, damn, we hit the 70% retrace while I wasn't looking. Won't look back. We'll see what happens, but that would have been a nice extra snowball entry. I still think we haven't really hit bottom yet just because it's still so early in the session. Right around here, I'm going to take off my short market hedge. I'm not sure. Still on the fence about that. Protecting me. This is where I would have liked entry, but I'm getting a strong move through that point, and it's still not the bottom of the hour yet, top of the hour yet. Imagine I have some apprehensive grabbing more risk here. Cut those contracts there. Lighten up. Hedge on for sure. Have more on for the push down. DWAC still at 26.26. FRGT, remember it's going to move slow and probably be a day swing. It's doing fine. ASTS totally crapping out. AMC's crapping out. I don't know if that's out of the halt. I think it's down further. Market dropping further. This is what I was talking about. It's just wasn't time yet to bottom on the market. All right, it is 9:45. It's still early in the move. The dollar's making new highs, so that's putting pressure on the market. Mike, Dive Master, there you are. Is FedEx good entry for long, or maybe go back? You missed it, Mike. I wouldn't enter FedEx now. It's too late. Don't ever get something after it's happened. Say bye-bye. I mean, that's the healthiest thing. I mean, you should be sitting on a ton of padding right now. Entering mid-move now, it's riskier. Could it be the move? Could be. You sold at 165? Okay. Yeah, so, well, that was good. I don't know. I don't know why you would sell. There was definitely not a sell point there. It did a U breakout into a gap fill. Definitely not a sell. And then the next day and the ensuing day, missed a lot of that move. If it can get up above yesterday's high, Friday's high, you could chance an entry, but you need to put a stop at today's low. And you need to expect to lose money because you're mid move. It's just not the same. Doesn't matter what the fucking excuse is. Like no one's gonna say, oh, the market's not gonna give a shit. But good for you. Nope, no, the market doesn't care. Obviously we understand. We sympathize with you. It doesn't make you any money. 8. All right, I might get into the market one contract right here just because it's getting close to the hour and we've got that nice pullback. I might act 2. Okay, good. I only got 1. No, we actually broke to a lower low, so we are going lower. Still not the right timing. Exit there, at a profit, slight profit, pay for the contract. It's like, trading, it's with real money. It's real. Live rounds. It doesn't matter if the battery's dead in your laser sight. God doesn't care when you show up at the pearly gates with a bullet hole in your head. But my battery was dead. It was dying. It's real money, bro. Excuses don't count. You can make excuses if you're sim trading. I mean, you can make the excuses, obviously. We all make the excuses. I'm just saying it just doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Like we have got to remember to say that to ourselves. That matter. Okay, this is interesting. We get a reach. So it turns out that entry right here possibly was the bottom. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to go ahead and try and get in right there for one contract. This AMD seems stronger. Let me check the relative strength here and see if it's in the top 15. Not in the top 15. Now, Moderna apparently is strongest today. Yeah, that FedEx is not doing its thing. Oh yeah, Moderna is very strong. mRNA, it could stay strong all day. Maybe hit 185. Who knows? Strength is relative strength. BIIB. DK. That thing fell like a brick recently. Well, it fell back to its buy line, and today is green and up and over. That's an entry on MCK. I don't trust it. I'd put a real tight stop on it, but that is an excellent opportunity if it does work out or a swing trade. MCK entry being alerted now. Bounces off of the buy line. That's some of the best entries you could ask for. It doesn't matter if it doesn't work out. The risk reward here is phenomenal. You're looking at about a 5-to-1 minimum risk reward here if you get in on MCK. I'm not saying you're going to get a high probability of success, but I am saying you're going to get a high risk reward. And you're not going to get that in other things. All right, I got a light entry here at what appeared to be the bottom at the bottom of the hour, at the top of the hour. But still think it might be a little early, and we might get some retest down in here. So I'm saving some ammo for that. So let me look at AMD for you anyway. Well, it's red on the day, so that wouldn't be relative strength. Yes, I believe so, Mike. Let me take a look again. MCK is currently like 367. Yeah, that is correct. It did a huge dip, nice hammer right through the buy line. Probably once in a 4-month type of entry on the stock that continues to go up and up and up and up. I think McKesson aren't they the ones that make like the spices like pepper and stuff? I don't know. No, it says actually it's a medical company. So what am I thinking of? I forget the name of that spice company, but it's not McCormick. Thank you. But no, this is a medical sector company, and potentially getting it at a low here, at a capitulation entry. All right, 9:55 right now, and I wish I had just gotten in right there. Okay, good. I'm getting another chance. Boom, entry. And now we're getting to the bottom of the hour, and I'm liking the long down here. Starting to get the probabilities are going up on all the different metrics. And it's going to work out. Nothing ever reaches 100% probability, but it's a good risk reward time to put in for the times in which it rarely does what you want it to do, which is hopefully today. Spicy organs. I have not heard that said before. Wow, look at this drop. What is the market going to do with that drop? Tell you what I'll do. Oh, back at break even right now. Chuck a contract overboard and buy more lower. Yeah, I think I will. It's slowing down. And I'll buy more down here. $11,716 if we get it. The bullish bias is going to kick in at some point, I hope. It could be tomorrow. It might not be today. But once it kicks in, a bullish rampage. TBLT is pushing up. Yeah, I know it's the good earnings report, and I have that up. I believe we talked about that. Yeah, but I looked at that stock, looks like crap. So I think this is fools. I think only fools are buying. So I'll be really careful, because there's been people in this for a year and a half who will take any fool's money to get out. Yeah, I would put that at like a 9, an 8 on defensiveness, maybe a 7. I'd reserve the 8s and 9s for biotech fuckery. Right? We're moving in trend again. We're definitely putting in a bottom reversal now. It is 9:58. So it is the top of the hour. And we're putting in 1, 2, 3, 4 bottom reversal signs, and some micro bottom reversal signs, and some 5-minute bottom reversal signs. So bottom reversal looks very plausible right now. Try and get an ad right here if I can. There's not really any momentum movers going on. I mean, maybe DWAC can do something, but maybe not. It could be a great idea though to get in DWAC for that idea. It might be a 10-in-1 probability. But if you get in here at like 26.50-ish or wherever, 26.26 if you did, and then exit at like 25.50, it's only like 75 cents to $1 of risk. So you really only need the thing to go over $30 to have like 3-to-1, 4-to-1 return tomorrow or this week, in case Trump announces and then posts on that platform. I forget what it was. I think that those activists are done with BBBY. I think they're on Coles now. I think the BBBY move is probably done. I'm not sure. They own like a third of the company now. Yeah, Truth Social. Let's see. Let me go over to that. I'm more interested in Coles. No, there's no AMC rally. You were misinformed on that. There's a AMC shitting contest. It's crapping out. All right, we're starting to get that long move at the top of the hour to the upside. I think this is the beginning. It was over the last 10 minutes. It had been building. At this point, I'm not going to dilute my average. I'm going to try to stay where I am. If I get any 70% pullbacks, I'll add. Netflix is ripping. BBBY, no good. But let's take a look at Kohl's. That's the one I'm talking about. They moved on to Kohl's, those activists. Yeah, see? That's all bottom. That's bottoming action, and it's almost reversing right now. So KSS, Kohl's, if you wanted to get into one of those BBBY activist type of trades, that's kind of going on Kohl's. That's the plan. And then let me take a look at Netflix. Yeah, it sure is. Yeah. I'm not sure how you want to do that trade. So I don't know what the potential is. whether it's a growth company or not. Target's top of the gap, 330. So that might be more suited to like an options trade. Yeah, Netflix is ripping. It's been ripping for a couple days. It's going to stop ripping at some point, and it might not be an ideal point to get in now. Beware of that. We'll know more about what we're looking to buy today, sure, towards the end of the day. What's actually hung in there? Let's look at TTVA. I'm going to take off my hedge on the market now. That helped protect my gains, and now I'm going to get out. I mean, my losses, if there were going to be any. And that takes the stress out of the whole deal. Yeah, the 300 test, significant, or at least the high, the recent pivot high might be like 305. I don't know. I don't know if I alerted VLO. I think I did. Yeah, we had the VLO entry on the 13th of October for $120. It is now $140. So hopefully you didn't sleep on that swing 100 alert. And now it could also be a cheat entry, but certainly you would have wanted that on October 13th when I put the alert out. So this is where I put the alert out. Take a look. Oh, it's drawing black. Right there. And we are now here. And these are cheat pre-entries. In other words, the cup and handle breakout doesn't even happen until there, and then it's going to go, this way. The idea is to get in at these cheat entries so they're low risk reward. Don't subject your money to drawdown risk. All right, looking like we might get some pullback here. I'm looking for some re-entry. Maybe around 11,740. All right, you guys, we're getting to the boring time of day. Let's move it over into the group. That was the first 30 minutes. There wasn't a lot of hot action, but there wasn't a lot of bad activity either. So tomorrow might heat up a smidge. I think we might have something happening tomorrow. I'll see you in the group. Catch you in the group. Go to the momentum room. Go to the market trading channel. Make sure you pay attention to alerts. There's a lot of stuff going on in the markets. It's going to be an interesting week. Might be a consolidatory week. And then next week we run. But I think tomorrow it's going to really either today now from here or tomorrow or both are going to be hot days this week. All right, we're still moving up. You see that? We're still moving up. All right, let's go back in the group. See you soon. Not hot.